Hey everybody, we're back here to talk about Firewall 0 Hour. This is one I've had my eyes on ever since its first debut at PlayStation Experience last year. I am joined by Hess and Adam from First Contact Entertainment, and of course, the always lovely Ramon Ross.
Oh, you called me lovely, I appreciate it.
First word that comes to mind for you, my friend. So why am I so excited about this game? Well, I'll tell you. It plays phenomenally well. It's sort of in the spirit of a SWAT or a Rainbow Six. But it really taps into the full potential of PlayStation VR, especially when you're playing with the PlayStation VR aim controller. And we're seeing some footage here right now. Guys, how is the road to launch looking? Are you making tweaks? Are you making adjustments? I just want to keep a constant stream of communication from you to see how this title's shaping up.
Yeah, it's we're really close to the release date, and we're really close to finishing the game. And it is every engine at the studio is on right now.
So this is actually some new footage. I don't think I've seen this level before. Interesting.
No, we haven't shown this. This is one of our levels called Shoot House.
Okay.
And it's in the...
Yeah, I definitely have not seen this level before. I saw the first two, and this looks like a new one here. So this is what's so cool about this game. I love the pacing. It's very tense. You're sort of creeping through the levels. You've got to use teamwork.
Yes. Yeah, teamwork is super crucial. I'm really glad you brought that up because it's super enhanced by VR. And when you combine the pace, the kind of games that we're talking about, the kind of influences and the immersion and working together, you can see right here, guy's going to get revived. Like, there's so many little tactical pieces that all fit together that are really important that make the game its unique, special thing.
And just the freedom of motion and movement and sort of being able to spin around and see people trying to sneak up on you and flank you, it really feels like you're playing this cat and mouse game. And that, again, VR is a huge part of that. Look at the leaning there. It was this and really this game is the one that made me say, I get it. VR, now I can really see what's possible here.
Yeah, I think, when you just saw character get revived. Like so when you die in Firewall, you're taken out of the game. It's one time, but you can cooperate with your team in death in a weird way. But when you see the person getting revived, there's so many little decisions and tactical things in that moment. Like, I need my teammate, so I have to revive him. But if you're the other team and you down a player, you can use them as bait.
Exactly.
Right?
I was just going to say,
so
yeah.
It's like there's all these little micro things that are really important that make the teamwork in VR so cool.
Right, including the death cam. Once you actually go down and you're out, you can switch cameras to help your team, and you're still communicating. So you can really tell them, and each camera has a name, so you can tell them kind of where exactly the other team is. And then when it's really interesting, when it gets down to 2 players left, one on each team, and you've got all the other team members helping each player, it gets really interesting because there's very little places that they can hide. So it's
super freaky when it's one-on-one.
Yeah. Nice. So what's the team composition for Firewall?
4-on-4.
4-on-4?
Yeah.
So there's sort of like an offensive team and then a defending team.
Right. Yeah, so there's a laptop in each level, and it's full of all this crazy sensitive data, and you're either an attacker trying to obtain it or a defender trying to protect it. So everyone in the game is constantly converging on this one space.
So it isn't just sort of a run and gun, dash through the level, get as many kills as you can. It's a more methodical, creep your way in, hopefully undetected, flank, infiltrate from behind, distract up front, get in from the back. It's a cat and mouse game. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, absolutely. And being a defender, using mines and C4 and traps, kind of getting that area all prepared, knowing that the other team's going to come in. And then do you send out one guy or 2 guys to kind of distract them and pull them around to the side and then flank them before they even get to that laptop room? There's lots of strategy that goes.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of, we have intel and crypto pickups in the level. So you can mine those up or leave C4 for some greedy player to come by and get them.
That's sneaky.
Yeah. Also, one really cool thing in our after-action camera stuff when you're still playing the game, helping your teammate, mines that you've placed in the game are still alive, so you can still get killed
nice.
after you're out of the game.
That's
so
cool.
It's
So
really
I'm
awesome.
sure y'all have been testing the heck out of your game. What's your feedback been like, and how have you been balancing the gunplay?
It was hard to hear that question.
So you've been testing the game a lot, you know,
Yeah.
getting closer to launch. How's your feedback been in testing gunplay balancing?
Really good. The weapons feel really good. People are really responding to the way the player moves through the world in VR. You can see right now this section you're kind of creeping around slow, and people really feel the tension of the game, and that's one of the main things we wanted to get across.
It feels dangerous when you play it. That's what I love. And
Yeah.
again, with the VR headset and the VR aim controller, especially when you play with that, it captures some of these movements that the other players are making as they're kind of ducking behind things. It elevates sort of this multiplayer shooter formula to a level I've never seen before, and just makes it so much more immersive.
Well, you can do simple things, like if you look at this footage right now, you can move straight ahead like in a shooter, but you can turn your head and look down a hallway and not
That's a
be
game
moving off
changer.
your target. It's super game changing.
But it's hard to describe, and it's even hard to display in a 2D video.
Yeah. It is.
But when you strap on that VR headset and you check this thing out, you'll see what we're talking about. Guys, always a pleasure to get an update on Firewall. We're all looking forward to that. Do we have any updates on release timing?
We can't say that yet, but it's very, 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 very soon.
How about that?
We get some news soon. We want to thank the community
Yeah.
that's already starting now. The Pumpkin, what's his name?
Petrified Pumpkins.
Yeah, guys like that are really starting to get it going now. They're supporting us. It's fantastic to see people getting into it already. So
Thank you so much. That was Firewall 0 Hour. We're all looking forward to that when it's coming to PlayStation VR pretty soon. Also coming soon, a lot more PlayStation VR. Let's stay with us.
PlayStation